My name is Yosef. I live in the Holy City of Jerusalem. I made Aliyah from Chicago, Illinois, several years ago. I want to talk to you today about the problem of assimilation amongst Jewish youth in America. There's been a lot of studies that have been done in the last several years that's shown that assimilation rates amongst Jewish males are far, far higher than Jewish females. And I think part of the problem perhaps is that Jewish males have been kind of driven out of ritual life. Women have taken over synagogues, Reformed temples, and conservative synagogues across the U.S., and that has kind of encroached on the male territory, and this has led to males to flee. They feel that their last kind of place of refuge is now gone, and this is a very serious problem. And a lot of articles have been written showing how Jewish females are looking to marry Jewish male partners, but there's just none to be found. They've driven Jewish males out of the business. And the question is how to get Jewish males back into Jewish circles of life. So I want to share with you an idea, and I want to get your feedback. I've written many letters over the years to Jewish organizations to try to get their feel for this idea. Everyone is familiar with the idea of a talit, right? We pray, we wear these ritual fringes that are spoken about in the Torah, in the book of Numbers. It's Bamidbar, chapter 15, verses 38 to 40. Torah goes on, it says, you shall make tzitzit on the corners of your garments throughout the generations. You should add a thread of techeilet, string of blue. I'll show you mine here, right? It's been revived. See? Tzitzit with the blue on it. There you go, that's a nice picture. And then it goes on to say, and it shall be tzitzit for you, and you will see it, and you will remember all the commands of God, and you will do them, and you will not follow your heart or your eyes and run after them. So basically the Torah is telling us that there's something about tzitzit that will keep a Jew on track. Now, of course, a relationship is only as strong as the amount of time and effort that you place in that relationship. Let me give you an example. Two people, they get married. What would the marriage be like if the husband and wife decided, okay, we're only going to see each other 3 times a year. We'll get together for one meal. We'll get together for a concert. And, that's it. Twice a year, we'll get together for a concert. We'll have a meal together. And at some point, we might have like a little party. That marriage isn't going to go very well, is it? It's really not. And I think the same logic could be applied to most Jews today. When do Jews engage their Judaism? Right? And Yom Kippur, they'll go hear the Kol Nidre choir maybe for Yom Kippur night. Maybe they'll light some candles on Hanukkah. And they'll sit together at the Passover Seder. That's a meal, little party, and a choir. Not the best way to really connect with Torah and with the Jewish people. Right? It's not a real relationship. It's fictitious. It's not a very strong relationship at all. And Jews see it as, all right, this is like ridiculous. Why should I go marry a Jew specifically when I have the whole world open to me? Many nice non-Jews out there. If it means schlepping her to the synagogue once a year, having a meal with her, and lighting some candles in the middle, fine, I'll do that, and I'm sure she won't, she'll oblige. 3 times a year is not the biggest deal in the world, but I'm not going to go specifically marry a Jew for that reason. So a relationship is only as strong as the amount of time and effort we place into it. The more time we place into a relationship, the stronger that relationship will be, and that goes for everything else. So now going back to this idea of tzitzit, I had an idea. Let's start a program to encourage every Jewish male, regardless of his Jewish denomination, Orthodox are already doing this, okay, to wear the ritual fringes called tzitzit. This is an ancient Jewish garment. Jews have been wearing it for about 3,300 years uninterrupted now. And it's a distinct Jewish garment. And the Torah itself says that having these strings tied to the 4 corners of your garment, act as a symbol for yourself, symbol of people surrounding you. It's a statement, I'm a Jew, and I'm going to follow in the path of my forefathers, and I'm always going to be connected. And, being that the assimilation has hit Jewish males far harder than females, I think that this could be a way of giving Jewish males sort of like some breathing room. I did a few years ago before I made Aliyat Islam, I did trial run with this, and I was able to hand out probably about 50 pairs of tzitzit to secular Jews and non-religious Jews in Chicago. A lot of them were very happy to receive it, and they were very interested, and we got contacts, and they wanted to be in touch to learn more about it. And people, told us that they were going to go on and wear it. And this is, issue of Jewish pride, and it's issue of connecting to Judaism. And we saw that there was a thirst for it and a yearning for it. And I think that a yearning for it, for this type of connection. And if a Jew is walking around, even if he's not the most, he doesn't follow the most mitzvot in the world, and he's not always making brachot and on his food, and he's not keeping Shabbat, but minimum, if he's going around, he's wearing a Jewish garment. Jews have learned for 3,000 years. The Torah specifically commands to wear. I think that this is a starting point to try to get him back into his Judaism, and that might also act as a symbol to Jewish females who are perhaps interested in marrying Jews. Oh, there's a guy. He's Jewish. Clearly, he's wearing tzitzit. Maybe we'll talk. Maybe, as we say, mitzvah gorat mitzvah. One mitzvah leads to another, and I think that might be the case here. So I want to get your feedback. I'm hoping that this will go viral, this idea, and I'm hoping for a lot of video talkbacks and feedbacks on YouTube and Facebook and whatnot. Try to get a real discussion going amongst Jewish youth, because the Jewish establishment is certainly not going to solve this problem. I think it comes down to Jewish youth to solve the problem. Okay, and young professionals as well. So, looking forward to hearing from you. Signing off. It's Yosef from Jerusalem. Good morning or good night wherever you are. It's evening over here. In America, it's in the morning. So have a good day. Have a good night. We'll be in touch. Bye-bye.